Hello, my name is Peter LaBelle from AFTIA Solutions. In this video, we're going to take a look at how Adobe Acrobat Sign will enforce CFR Part 11 requirements when we turn on the biopharma settings within a group or the account. So to enforce CFR Part 11, first of all, the signer must authenticate into Adobe Sign using something more stringent than just email. So either password or Adobe Sign. And then the signer must also provide a valid reason for why they're signing that document. The information about who they are, their name, the date and time of signature, and the reason must be embedded in the electronic signature or digital signature itself. All of the activity from start to finish must be included in the audit trail, and then both the audit trail and the signed document must be sealed and provide a tamper evident way of enforcing that that document has not changed since the document was signed. So let's take a look at what it looks like to send an agreement from a group that has the biopharma settings enabled. Here I'm going to click on Request Signatures. Then I'm going to drag a document into the drop zone here. I won't worry about the agreement name and the message for today, but I'll come down here and choose my recipients. Now, in this case, I want to send the document off to two people for signing. The first person will be internal, and the second person will be external. So here I'm going to put in the email address for the person I want to send this to. So let's go in here, and I'm going to choose an internal user that has an Adobe Sign account. Over here on the right hand side, you'll notice that you can specify an authentication method, but email is not there because the biopharma settings are set up for my group. I don't have access to just sending it and using email authentication. Here I'm going to choose Adobe Acrobat Sign. That's going to force the user to log into their Adobe Sign account to be able to sign this document. But that may not be good for people that are external and they may not have a Sign account. So here I'm going to add another individual, and they'll also be a signer. And here I will go ahead and add in an email address for an external person that doesn't have an Acrobat Sign. So let's say I'm going to send that to John Doe. And in this case, I'm going to provide a password. And in the password settings, I need to provide a password here. I'd have to provide it to the person as well, maybe in a different communication somehow, maybe through either over the phone or through another email. But here I'm going to put in a password. This password, by the way, can be configured within your Adobe account settings to be more stringent and require certain length and character attributes that are necessary to create a strong password. I'm going to click on Save. And next we'll go ahead and preview and add a couple of signature fields to this document and then send it off. Okay, my document is loaded up in the Adobe Sign dashboard. Up in the top left-hand corner, you'll notice that we have two recipients. All I'm going to do is I'm going to add a signature block for the first person and maybe their recipient name and the date of signing. Then I'm going to switch to the other user, and I'm going to put a signature block for them and also a recipient name and a date of signing. And that's going to be good enough for what we need to prove out here today. So I'll leave it like that and won't worry about formatting, making them look good. I'm going to click on Send. And now that document has been prepared and sent off, and we'll now take a look at what the signing looks like. So in this scenario here, the first person that is getting the signature is going to be authenticated within Adobe Acrobat Sign. You'll see it's in my inbox here. I can, of course, select it and review and sign it. So what I'm going to do is open that up in an incognito so that I don't get my accounts crossed. But you'll see that when I go to access this document, it wants me to sign into Adobe Acrobat Sign and able to gain access to the document. So email is not enough here. So I'm going to click on Sign In. And I can see that when it's asking me to sign in, it's actually sent me a code in my email. I'll pop that in there really quickly. And now I'll go ahead and enter in my password for this particular account. And now that I'm fully authenticated into Adobe Acrobat Sign, I can gain access to this document and sign it. So again, part of the requirements to enforce the CFR Part 11. So it's putting in my name. Here I'll go ahead and sign. And because of the CFR Part 11 requirements, I need to provide that reason. I'll say this is my reason. I know it's not really great, but there you go. I'll click OK. And now I'll click to sign that document. So it's enforced authentication and allowed me to, or enforced me to also put in a reason for signing this document. The second signer was external and we provided a password. So in that case, when they click on the review and sign and open up the sign window, you'll see that it'll ask for a password to assign that document. They'll need to enter in the password. And then have access to signing the document. Let's skip forward to what it looks like once the document is fully executed. Now that our document has been fully executed by all signers, it'll show up in my Manage Agreements within the Adobe Sign dashboard under Completed. Here I have the Parent Guardian Waiver form that I sent out, and I can open it up and view it or download it here and to my file desktop. Not only can I download the PDF, but over here on the sidebar, I can also download the audit report. So let's take a look at a sample signed document and audit report that I have on my desktop. I'll go over to my file system. I'll open up the fully executed document here. And what we'll see is that this document has a seal up at the top. It says it's been certified by Adobe Sign. It's got a blue banner across the top. And if I open up the side panel over here, this can be done in Acrobat and also in the free reader version. But I can see that there's some information about the signatures and certifying of this document in the signatures panel in the application itself. So if this document had been tampered with, or if somebody hacked into it somehow and maybe changed a date or a name on this particular document, the seal would be broken and the banner at the top will be purple and actually tell us that the document was signed and certified by Adobe, but something has changed since that certification happened. So we call that a tamper evidence seal. We have the same seal on the audit trail. If I open up the audit trail itself, the audit trail will encapsulate everything that happened in the agreement from the time that the agreement was started to when it was sent out, viewed by each participant, signed by each participant. The signing reason will be embedded in here. All aspects of this is in here, including a transaction ID and the date it was created and who it was created by. And you'll see that we've got this comprehensive, more than 2 pages here of audit report. And of course, it is signed and sealed and has the same certification applied to it and that tamper evidence seal. So thanks for attending this video today. I know it was a quick overview of CFR Part 11 and how Adobe Acrobat will enforce those rules. Have a great day.